Welcome everybody. I'm Theo Dorsey, your host for the Palm Beaches TV Watch Party series, now premiering on YouTube every Tuesday at noon. Now we're getting everyone into the holiday spirit, the spirit of giving. Traditionally, the Tuesday after Thanksgiving is the National Day of Giving. It's very popular among nonprofit organizations, including our very own Cultural Council for Palm Beach County. Cultural Concierge Program Manager Dr. Bama Lutz-Dill, take it away.
Thanks, Theo. Donations fund many organizations dedicated to preserving and promoting the diverse cultures here in the Palm Beaches. The South Florida PBS series, On the Town in the Palm Beaches with Frank Licari, showcases an organization that celebrates its culture through traditional dance.
Traditional West African dance is the foundation of my program.
Yep.
I've layered it with other dance genres of the diaspora, so including Haitian folklore dance, Afro beats, dance hall from Jamaica,
Sure.
soca dancing from Trinidad. So I've layered my program so that they come and they get the full African dance experience.
This is amazing. But what's the difference between the West African and then what are you layering on?
Traditional West African dance, I would say, is the original.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
traditional dance, these aren't movements that I'm making up. These are ancient movements
Right.
from thousands and thousands of years ago. As things migrate and change and evolve, just like people, dance changes. I teach my dancers, even in all of the genres that they learn, you can still see and feel the traditional.
The core.
Yeah.
Well, I'm originally from Haiti. I was born and raised there. I came here when I was like 9. Folklore, it means a lot to me because, that's my home country's dance.
Of course.
It's very important, especially with slavery. So that was a way of them expressing themselves.
Yeah. It's almost like a history lesson, right?
Right. Somebody has to keep this tradition going. The children are the preservers of our culture. And so I believe that once you teach a child, you teach the next generation and the generation after that.
We can experience African and Asian cultures without even leaving the Palm Beaches. Next, we're headed to the Murakami Museum and Japanese Gardens in Delray Beach. Just one visit to the Murakami will give you a much better understanding of Japanese culture and heritage. Art Adventures of the Palm Beaches host, Shelley Lockhart, shows off the beauty of the gardens and highlights some behind-the-scenes history.
So adventurers, we are going to mingle with the ancient masters and learn a little bit about Japan right here in the Palm Beaches.
The 6 distinct historical gardens here at the Murakami are ranked among the top 10 in North America. Collectively, Hoichi Kurisu named the garden Roji-en, the Garden of the Drops of Dew. In the morning, if you're here, there may be nice droplets of dew, but as that sun rises, that dew disappears.
That must have been really important to him to kind of stay in that moment of pause to name the garden the Drops of Dew so that we can all kind of just take some time and appreciate nature.
It's that moment of appreciation that really brings the beauty to a Japanese garden.
We all need to take a little time to stop and smell the roses.
Shelley, do you notice how the branches on this are kind of invading the path a little bit?
Yeah.
Very, very intentional. And what it does is for the visitor experience, it creates movement, which engages the mind a little bit different and gives a different garden experience.
In a regular garden, probably they would have cut back the branches so that everything stays off of the path. So if somebody cut it by accident, how would you feel about that?
I personally would feel absolutely devastated. There has been years and years of training and professional pruning that has gone into shaping the future. Have you noticed on our path walking that there's curves and there's creativity and the asymmetry and also the rest and the pause?
Yeah, that's kind of like if you were writing beautiful music or if you were painting.
Exactly.
I really sense that Murakami has a deep respect for nature and for the land. It's a very special place. But where does the name Murakami come from?
As we walk through the Kodiamond Gate, the official welcome gate into the gardens, we'll take a step back in time. The Murakami Museum in Japanese Gardens traces its heritage to the historic Yamato colony of Japanese settlers that lived in Palm Beach County 100 years ago. Can you imagine what it was like then when in 1906, a young Tsukeiji George Murakami immigrated to the U.S. to join the Yamato colony? Joe Sakai of Miyazu, Japan, had invited a small group of Japanese farmers to establish a farm community and use Flagler's East Coast Railroad to ship their produce. Only 19 years old, Murakami planned to earn a fortune and return to Japan. Instead, he planted his roots in Florida. As time passed, he accumulated land in Delray Beach, and in 1967, George became a U.S. citizen. By the time he was well into his 80s, George had amassed over 200 acres and donated his land to Palm Beach County. George died in 1976, a year after the groundbreaking for Murakami Park, which became home to the Murakami Museum and Japanese Gardens, where we walk today. Visitors can come and learn more of the garden's Japanese heritage inside the original museum known as the Yamato-kan.
Experiencing music and food are some of my favorite ways to get better acquainted with a community's culture. And you can immerse yourself in so many cultural experiences at any of the hundreds of festivals we have here in the Palm Beaches. Passport to the Palm Beaches host Jacqueline Journey takes us to the sounds and flavors of the bayou on display at the Cajun Crawfish and Music Festival.
Come on, little girl, come on and dance with me. Come on, little girl, we're gonna dance till 3 years shy.
I got muffaladas. We got mortadella, ham, salami, pepperoni, giardiniera, olives, Swiss cheese, and provolone cheese. Oh, whoa!
We got some beignets here, some fried dough with some powdered sugar on top.
We have oyster po' boys, shrimp po' boys. We have shrimp tacos, fish tacos, and our all famous pump fritters and crack cum.
We're here with Jerry at the Cajun Crawfish and Music Festival in Abacoa. This is outrageous. I mean, what a great, beautiful day in the Palm Beaches for this kind of an event. And it's really spectacular. Tell us a little bit about the history of it, why you started it.
So this is the brainchild of Palm Beach County local radio host Virginia Sinicki from the KVJ show. So she's born and raised in Louisiana. So it was an opportunity. She's been entrenched in this community and doing so much good work to bring her cultures, right, her traditions, her heritage here to her community. So it became and started at that, and as you can see today, people are just enjoying it and everybody's Cajun today.
Wow, that looks so good. It reminds me of when we used to do our crawfish boils on my birthday every year. We got to get back to that. I'm feeling it. Bama, thanks again. I love getting to know about other cultures, and make sure you visit thepalmbeaches.tv to watch full episodes of the shows featured on today's watch party. And also, don't leave until you subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Theo Dorsey, and I'll see you next week.
Every new dawn brings a chance to chart your own course, to delight in the new day's discoveries. Discover joy. Discover adventure. Discover this place. Discover the best of everything. Discover the Palm Beaches.